could care less about that attorney and whatever he feels and thinks about. That family has ignored phone calls. That girl used to live there.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe, bitches.
Hello. Where is my dude Mike? Mike, there he is. You gotta smash a like, y'all. It's what he does all day, every day, all day. He is the man with no face, but he smashes a like. We respect Mike. What's happening with it, people? What's going on? I figured I'd go live because sadly I'm sidelined. If you saw my post, I'm sidelined, and I'm not happy about it. But at least we got some comedy behind it. And I was able to name the hemorrhoid Benjamin. Appreciate the subs who voted. I mean, think about that. We named my hemorrhoid Benjamin Keys. This is a relationship I really didn't want. It's hard to break up with it. It's kind of like a cross between Girl Scout cookies, because when they come, you're like, yeah, you have to buy them. You can't tell them no. They're already there. And it's like I don't know. You know what it's like? It's kind of like, see, back when I was ripping and running, long time ago, I used to, probably shouldn't say this one, but when I was ripping and running back in the day, there's always a guy where you be doing, back in the day, I used drugs. Like, we've talked about this. But I'd have a guy in the car, and maybe we're doing lines or whatever, and he just wouldn't shut up. So you go to the gas station and say, get back a cigarette or something, bro. Whip the old phone out, right? And you just give him the money. You get the cigarettes. As soon as he gets out, it's kind of like that. But those days are over. Problem is, the hemorrhoid, when these days are going to be over. I'm sad because this is sidelined me from weights. White boy likes his weights. I don't appreciate it, and
I love this conversation so far.
It's not happy times for me.
I'm not happy though. Why do I have to have a threesome with you and Benny?
Sandria is in the house. How are you, Sandria Ellison?
Babe,
Glad you're stopping by.
Shandia.
She knows I love her. I messed your name up. You know what's up. Appreciate you stopping by. You always check in on old white boy and damaged goods. You've been a long time. Don't see you a lot, but I appreciate when you do come. What's up, checking convictions? Trying to give you some hearts.
I love her.
What's up, Debbie? Lil Mofo Robbie. Hello, Chris. And the Queen of Queefs has blessed us with her presence.
Read her comment.
She says, I have heard that one. I know the plot. Plans, I shall say.
Oh my God, I have to leave. I'm leaving the room. I can't.
So I'm going to do something different here, man. I'm actually going to read a comment on a live. I've never done this before. But I made it earlier. I made a video earlier today. You may have seen it. It was about a nobody. The Big Dick Daddy video. It was about a nobody. Moderators, that channel comes up in the chat. You are to delete. 0 clout off my name. However, regarding the video, there was a comment, and just as I was checking in with Miss Shandia, who we appreciate, I didn't recognize this name in my comments. And what this person said was, they said a lot. Come to find out they had a channel. But it was regarding the video that I made earlier. So I want to give you some advice real fast before we talk about the title, which is a very interesting title tonight. Okay. So this person has a channel, and they are called, if I can find it, Hemorrhoids got me all backwards. I gotta lift weights, gotta get it out. Oh, where'd it go? I'm trying to go live, y'all, a little bit more. Oh, you know what, man? I'm gonna do a poll. I think I'm gonna retire the Friday night lives and do it a different part of the weekend, because it's, I go live once a week, man, to catch up with you guys. I know people go live a lot more. I drop a lot of content, upload videos. I'm trying to go live a little bit more. So this person's name is Tina Simmerly. Tap on her, check her out. Let's see. Go to the channel. Let's go to the channel. Let's visit the channel. 518 subs. Okay. Per the video I made earlier, she says, regarding the video I made earlier, she says, I have some receipts on my page showing his entire channel was built lying about my minor kid and lying about Predator Hunter Nation. He is a shady AF, and we were told by both the local human trafficking detective and DCS agent that he's supposed to be on the sex offender registry. But somehow he has nothing on his record. There are many videos where he has admitted to being arrested before and says he has been to jail, but magically has no record at all. So the reason I picked this comment is I at first I didn't believe it. And I didn't know if someone was trolling, someone was on a false account. Because it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. That type of crime and what you're speaking about, the police won't work with somebody like that. Somebody gets caught with dope, drugs. They have an option to snitch. Prime example, my hemorrhoid, or better, maybe you but better know him as Benjamin Keys, has utilized that option multiple times. So what he did was he worked with detectives to knock off time or maybe avoid prison or jail. That's they can do it like that because you're talking about a cop finding drugs on you, and then said person works back with the police to work a deal. The problem I have with the comment, and it's not too much of a problem, we're gonna go all around it. The problem I have with that is you're saying that this garbage can did horrendous things and there's nothing there. You can't snitch on that. No way. That's not even in legal terms. You can't do that type of atrocious thing and then it doesn't work like that. It just doesn't. Now I don't know the full story. So that's why I took the comment at face value a little weird. But I thought about your comment all day, and I started a new job today. I read it on my break. Because in the first sentence you said your minor kid. Even though I don't agree with the second half of it. And maybe I'm not understanding something. I'm not a lawyer. I know, but I know enough. If what you're saying is true in the first part with the minor, my advice to you is that's your kid. And you have an idiot online attacking your kid for clicks, views, and petty donations. Sometimes I'm not telling you to dox anybody. sometimes it's just as much as if you have no answers and you're at an avenue where you're at a flat nothing, my advice is to make sure your voice is heard. Maybe you're not talking to the right people. Everybody answers to somebody. An example of this, a hypothetical would be, if old white boy was, I don't know, renting a shed. Maybe the people in the household don't know what's going on in the shed. And maybe if you could show said person what happened to you, stemmed in the shed, involving your kid. I have, for the sake of humanity, I would like to think that you walk outside and say, pack your shit and get the fuck out right now. Because I still have faith in humanity. That's my advice to you. Y'all check her out, and that subject's done. What's up with the people? Yes, it's Big Dick Daddy, and we're back in full effect. All right, so enough with the shenanigans. Serious topic. I don't want to joke too much when there's a thumbnail like that or a title like that either. God knows they're already making videos about it. You know, I was checking this out. There's a lot of news out on this case, and it's took a turn, right? We don't know, actually. Nobody knows. But it's gone from, I don't know, accident to murder. There's a lot of things floating around. Adventures with Purpose did a members only video that sparked the web up. And there was something else. I'll put it on the screen here in a few minutes. There was a post done by the mom. And now I don't know if it's been debunked or it hasn't been debunked or what happened here. But if you haven't heard this, I will put it on the screen here in a second. Shout out to is Anne. Anne Marie sent it to me. Thank you, Anne. I don't know what happened with that, but apparently there was either a post by her mother or it was a bogus post. Either way, it doesn't matter for our conversation. But it happened, and it was saying that kind of like denouncing Adventures with Purpose, like it's the mother's story, this and that. It just got me thinking. Either way, it doesn't matter. I want to see if it is in the comments, though. I let you know for myself. Is that one true? Really? Didn't know that. Oh, just her, Nikki? Just her? Wow, that sucks. Don't see any answers on that. It's brother backdoor Benny. No, we just named him Benjamin. I'm sitting on him. It's squiggly down there too. It's slimy, if you will. Anyway, I don't know if it's true or not, but I started to think like with this to here, and I'll play you what I'm talking about in just a sec. You know, sometimes with the true crime stuff, you for me at least, it's always interesting to like which cases get big. You know, it's interesting, right? Because everybody is either missing or at worst has died. And it's like, which cases get huge? You know, why don't they all get huge? Why is it only a select? Okay. But when the ones do go huge, and Kylie's is huge, you really start to give it a lot of thought and think about it. And when this happened today, I thought about her mom, and immediately I did another thing that I do is I compared them. I compared the incident, whether it's true or not, with the post. To, of all people, I compared it to the Summer Wells case. I don't know why. I do know why. Because I got ADD and how my brain thinks. Because Candace, I don't know, man. We saw her on social media a lot. She spoke a lot, and whatever your opinion is about Candace, if you really want to know exactly what I thought, this is what I thought. I thought, who cares if the post is true or not? It probably is debunked. But even if it's not, she gets a pass. She gets a whole month of bad post pass. Nobody points the finger at the lady. She needs prayers. She just lost her daughter. No parent should ever bury their kid. That is an extremely big amount of pain. And trust me, I know all about it. Not personally, but I've dealt right with that. It's not easy. My mama had that happen. And she hasn't been the same. It changed. My mom's never been the same. I love my mom with all my heart. Always will. But changed her. It really did. She a lot of things changed. She wouldn't answer text back immediately. She was just gone. Gone. It takes a long time to heal that. But I thought about Candace, and we see her on social media a lot. We see her talking, and for me, that wasn't my mom. She's too happy. She something wasn't right. She wasn't. I mean, I don't know her. But it wasn't what I know. And I'm not saying anything bad about her. I'm just keeping it real with you. So this lady, who cares about whatever was posted? Because she gets a pass. She gets a pass. Big time she gets a pass. She lost her daughter. Then I was thinking, like, how hard would this be? Like, behind closed doors, and like just dealing with grief like we do. I know someone in the chat very well who has lost a few family members. I'm not going to say their name. We all deal with it. It's tough. How would it be like? Could you imagine? Like, you can't escape it. It fucks people up. But then you have the media and whatever they're saying. And then you have, like, even if you wanted to get away and jump on a YouTube channel, it's all over YouTube. That lady needs some prayers. She needs some prayers. That's like multiplied, man. That's really, she needs prayers. Thank God for you, Nikki. Thank God for that. I saved my cousin's life like that once. Yeah. Um, yeah. One time he was by the pool and he couldn't swim. He was a young little kid. And he was we were all talking and stuff. We had like an antipasto in the on the patio. And we were kind of snacking and catching up. I think it was like either Thanksgiving or Christmas. And he just went right in the pool. Started to drop. And my flight kicked in. I didn't even think. Well, I just reacted. I ran and jumped right in there and got him. And I lifted him up as fast as I could, you know. Like before my head got out of the water, I was putting his. And yeah, I started crying because you know, it was scary. You got blessed. German Shepherd mom. A beautiful daughter calls heaven her home last Tuesday. I'm sorry for that. For 3 years, German Shepherd mom, I know it is. I know it is. I lost my youngest daughter from a guy in a bar who drugged her. I was driving out of town and the police seen him driving. Damn, I never knew that, checking. So you guys, you know, a lot of you know about that. German Shepherd, you kind of got me, you caught me in a moment with that one. You definitely did. Well, you still got him checking, you know. German Shepherd, 3 years. You got me in a moment. Ah, man. It's the first time crying on live. First time for everything. But I want to tell you, I uh I know what you're going through. Yeah, it'll change you. It's a tough thing. It really will. It changed. It's hard to talk about. But it will change you. $3 years. I bet you're barely get. I barely. Yeah. I bet you barely have sanity, right? It'll definitely change you, man. All right, we're back. Yeah, you got me with that one. You remind me of my mom, for sure. She changed. Yeah, feel bad for her. That's what my mom says. Same thing. But yeah, man, prayers. Definitely prayers to Kylie's mom. It'd be hard. German lady, could you imagine? Could you imagine? I mean, this is gonna be a hard question for me to ask. But could you imagine dealing with what you did on that level? Media, it's everywhere. And now the messed up part about this thing is now, I mean, I don't know too much more than what everyone else does about the case. To me, I look at the case and it's like this girl was at a party. All the pictures that you see of her, she's like, I don't know how to say it, like she's almost, I don't know, becoming a woman, I guess. I don't want to say like provocative or anything like that, but all the pictures, right? So you just you can only say what you see. So it's like she's at a party and there's Bud there, they're drinking whatever, and then you figure out you figure she peels off maybe to go. It could be so many things. The first guess was makeout spot. They're teenagers. It's what they do. I'm not saying she drank or smoked, but come on. In reality, at a party, it's what they do. And even if she does, it doesn't make it like she's bad. It's that's what normal teenagers do. So maybe she veers off and crashes. That's what everybody probably thought. Maybe the boyfriend, whatever, it could have been the friend, whatever. But then there's all types of stuff going on. Noelle's telling me today, I didn't know the back door window was open because we were talking about it. I'm like, could you imagine? It's hard to push a door open when it's submerged. It's super hard. Super hard. Big time, Faith. Big time. Yeah. It only goes in a couple seconds. No, I agree with you, Ann. What's up, Frisco? What's going on, bro? You at the hospital? The front window was broke and back window was closed. Oh, when they found it? Just chilling, man. Same old stuff, man. Just YouTubing, working. Same old. See, the back. Yeah, that's the thing too. They said about the mechanic and all that. I don't know. I'm not a member of Adventures with Purpose. I didn't pay to watch it. Not saying anything bad about that. I just didn't. People been talking about it all day. The mechanic thing and all this and the crazy. I'll play this video for you. If you haven't seen this one, this is a good one. Hold on one second. So this is back to the post and the mom debunked, not debunked. I don't know. It just got me thinking. And then this video really breaks it down. It's not a long one. Let me pull it up. Where is it at? Right here. Yeah, I know about the water. So let me play this one. This is whose channel is this? So this channel is okay, Crime Stories Obsessed UK. It's a pretty big channel. Let me play this for y'all. If you haven't seen this yet, or maybe you've seen other information that's kind of like by it, or what she's saying.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Emma, you're at Crime Stories Obsessed, and what a day it's been already today, and it just does not seem to be quietening down on the Kiely Rodni front. So first of all, I woke up this morning to a screenshot of something that was posted by Kiely's mother, and it said, "Let it be known that Adventures with Purpose has not contacted me or Tony a single time throughout this ordeal, not to offer condolences, not when the car was discovered, not once. I'm so tired of hearing how wonderful they are when all they've done is make a spectacle out of my daughter's death on their quest to make themselves heroes. They are not. They never will be my hero. This is meant to be our story, not theirs. Please do not give them the pen or allow them authorship." So, okay. The first things that I thought of when I read this was, oh my God, she's going through so much. She must be really, really upset. Of course she is. She's grieving. And when you're grieving, you go through the emotional stage, the angry stage, all that kind of thing. I did hear that she found out about Kiely's vehicle being found by a waitress or waiter in a sushi bar, which if that's the case, and that is absolutely horrendous, and certainly something that I could not even imagine hearing from a second-hand party that your daughter has been found deceased is.
All right, did you hear the part where she's talking about the post? Who in this chat can tell me if you go to the comments on this video, it says that post has been debunked. But I commented two people. I'm like, well, how did it get debunked? Like, where's the information coming from? No one responded back to me. Again, I don't know this channel that great or the subs over there, but anybody know that? I mean, again, it doesn't matter. She's grieving crazy either way, and she's right about the steps too. It does come in steps, big time. I didn't know that. I didn't know grief came in steps up until a few years ago. I had to learn that. Definitely different, man. When you it's 100% different feeling and 100% different mentally when you lose somebody that you know, like a Facebook post, somebody you went to school with, somebody like that, or somebody that you're very close to, family, close friend, mentor, something like that. It's completely different. Prayers for you, German lady. Got a old tear out of white boy. First comment to ever do that. Yeah, sure. And you can post it. Let me play the rest of this.
Not the way that it should have been. And so then the little bit about this is meant to be our story, not theirs. Well, I kind of thought to myself at that point, well, wait a minute, it's not about their story, it's Kiely's story, it's nobody's story in particular, it's just the case, isn't it? And people have reason to watch and comment and theorize and and that's just the nature of the game. That's how it's going to be, unfortunately. But I went off to work this morning, kind of thinking about this. And as I was walking to work, I thought to myself, you know what? I can imagine that Adventures with Purpose are probably going to come out later and they are going to have to make some kind of statement. Well, not that they had to make some kind of statement, but I guess that they probably would, just due to what was being said. Having said that, I got a lot of
So I think she's right on that. I think she's right. I don't know about because of this post or whatever, but you got to think about Adventures with Purpose got a lot of weight on their shoulders, man. They did like something like so awesome. So they pulled like the unthinkable, and they got so many like things hitting them. It's kind of weird, I don't want to bring the Upchurch thing up or nothing, but you kind of have to when he's offering a very expensive vehicle to him. He's kind of putting him in that type of corner or whatever. And from what I heard, they don't want to take anything. So there's that, and then there's the whole everything else. It's I think she's right about that. And then all this now, it's almost like they're gonna be like morally obligated almost to say which could be good, because you know how true crime YouTubers can be. We've seen it all a lot in this case. That plan behind the scene to keep a narrative going. And credit to Upchurch, one thing good, he literally showed in this case how a different type of scumbaggery where people are putting each other at a freaking party. I mean, it gets deep, but they have the ability to be like, hey, shenanigans all the way across the board. This is what it is. I don't know if they do it. I don't know them like that. I don't know if they would even do something like that. I don't know. They can know is what I'm saying. And even if it's not about that, they could say, hey, look, there's a lot of friggin' misinformation out there. This is what the deal is. And they you would think that maybe that might come just for clarity of the mom, dad, family.
comments earlier on saying she would never say that, and that's fake, and
Night,
you know
Nikki.
she would. Her mother would not say that, and I was thinking, well, how do you know? You don't know the parents of this daughter, do you? Do you all know the parents of this daughter? And so it turns out that it was, as far as I'm aware, Kiely,
Yeah, smash a thumbs
Kylie's
up.
mum that did post that. And so then later on, a post came out with like a preview of a video, and it said how we found Kiely Rodni. Murder or accident, and then it says in big red letters, recovered. So it was basically asking people to come across, and I think it was $6.99 to become a member, and then you could watch this video. You could see it on Friday free, and so I went across and I watched this video, and as well as finding Kiely, which we all know they did. And all credit, you know, to them for doing that. It's amazing. They are heroes as far as I can see. But also, they had somebody on there that was a bit like a mechanic guy, and he said that around about the time Kiely went missing after the party, at about 11 a.m., they got a call out to this vehicle at the side of the road. It was Kylie's vehicle, and he recognised it afterwards because he'd gone out to it. And it was this Honda, and he said that Kiely was there, or what he thought was Kiely, and this guy, and he described what I felt sounded like Jagger. He said the black cat with the S, is it SF or SP or whatever it is on the front of it, black. And he had like this brown hair curly back coming out the sides of this hat, and it just sounded like Jagger to me, but you know, that's what it said. Apparently, Kiely was asking all these strange questions like, how do you secure a seatbelt?
Or I have absolutely no reason to pause it right now. The only thing I'm pausing right now is I have no idea who this creator is. I don't know her. I didn't ask for her permission, so I have to comment. I have to do some commentary right now, and this is just me doing commentary. Blah 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 blah. We're gonna play the video back in a second. I don't know the creator. I don't know. Maybe she heard a rumor about a white boy. I don't want her to do a strike on me. I'm talking with my hands. We're talking. We commented. We did educational purposes, and we did hypotheticals, and we did let's play the video.
And how do we get it out
Right back,
neutral? And really, really ridiculous questions as far as I'm concerned. Questions that any 5-year-old could probably answer. This is how you do a seatbelt up. And looking at Jagger's page, from what I can see, he seems very good with vehicles. Him and Kiely were always off-roading in that CRV, the other vehicles. That's how she learned to drive, driving big trucks and vehicles on wasteland. That's how she learned to drive. So for them to be saying that it was her asking all these ridiculous questions made me sit and think. I was like, why would Kiely be asking all these strange questions? No. I don't think it was Kiely.
If you shop on Amazon, you should use this tool.
They knew. But getting that call out from that mechanic at that time, 11 o'clock in the morning, with Jagger, possibly Jagger, and a blonde girl that looked very similar.
All right, so yeah, then she goes into her personal theory, which I don't want to play because I don't know her that well. I'm not saying it's a bad theory either, but she has a pretty good theory. It's weird though because a lot of valid points, not just from her, all throughout today. A lot of channels talk about this. I don't know, man, if it's an accident or what's happening with this. Very strange. Very strange. But I just figured, man, you know, German lady, long gone. I didn't know that. Put it on the screen. We gave her full credit and shout out. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you guys, if you enjoy that video, give her a subscribe. She has a good channel. No shenanigans over there. But if I didn't see your comment and you and you lost and you've lost your kid of any age, adult kid, you're a parent. Yeah, I have to go back and look for him. But if you guys know that struggle, hey man, that's beyond life changing. Beyond life changing. And if you haven't or can't, if you can't understand that struggle, consider yourself blessed. I'm telling you, I ain't never cried on YouTube before. Never from a comment. German ladies, I read it, and I was talking to you guys a little bit about it. It brought it out of me. It changed my mom. And there's nothing wrong with my mom, but grief, it's just not the way it goes. You know, my mom's older than me. She's supposed to die before me, not backwards. And I know what it did. I'm not expecting you, long gone or German lady. I'll give you guys a link and would be happy and surprised if one of you took it and spoke about it. I don't expect you to, but I'm gonna offer it. It does change. It's a different type of grief, and I can only imagine like what this lady's going through. Man, it's crazy. And like I was saying in the beginning, like in the Petito case, the family, they're very. It's just different. I kind of compare cases here, and you can't do that. But I it's just something that I do. With her, I don't know why I thought of someone else. You look at Candace, that what I'm talking about with this type of grief, I just didn't see that. Let me ask Long Gone or German lady, do you understand what I'm saying when I say that with Candace? And I'm not trying to say anything disrespectful about Candace, but do you guys understand what I'm saying? Anybody can answer it, but you just think, you compare stuff, right? I saw Candace. My take of her was she wanted to get on social media, kind of show the world who maybe she was. At a bad time, and other things were happening too. Her man was going to jail, this and that, and then you just see her gone. But what I'm telling you is this: when a parent loses a kid, something happens. Something happens, and my whole life, this is my mom. This is my mom. I could text my mom or call my mom. Even when I was in jail or prison, one ring, she'd pick it up. I would text her, and after this loss, I text her and nothing back. But I would like call her. Like, what are you doing? I text her like 6 times. I had no idea that I texted her. Just zoned out, like a space cadet. It's something different for sure. I just didn't see that in Candace. And sure, my mom could have took it a lot different than other people could have, of course. But too soon, too sore. No way. I didn't know that. All right, Ann. watch many people pass. What well, you said cancer, right? Was it cancer? I didn't know her birthday was today or tomorrow. Grief changes everyone for sure. You know, it's just very strange. That lady needs some prayers. Nobody could answer that though, huh? Is this the first time you're hearing about that post that she did or that video? What she said? Because I could actually see her saying that. Well, you know, without getting a clear answer here, in that video, she says that the mom, I don't know verbatim what was said, but it was like it was kind of like lashing out at AWP, and she was saying that this is my story, not theirs. For sure, I can see. I could for sure see that happening. Of course. Nothing, no digs towards anybody, but it's normal. If that happened, it's normal. You know what I'm saying? All right, checking. It's back at you. Much love. Y'all subscribe to checking. The mirror and window broke. It's sketchy. Camo, you're gonna have to come up on. Grab the link, Camo. Hurt their children, kill their children. I would have traded places with my child in a second. And I literally had a nervous breakdown. I believe that. I'm assuming that was your answer to what I asked? I mean, if it is, that's fine. Oh, maybe I missed it. Sammy and Jagger could have both been involved. That's what people keep saying. No, but you know, the problem with that here is this here. They could have, not disagreeing, but these are like kids. What is it? 16 to what? 15 to 17. So the lady that we just played, her theory is what you're saying, and she says that there was a mechanic called out, and they were asking very like premature questions, asking about like a car in neutral, like very basic questions that she said like a 5-year-old could answer, and it was supposed to be an alibi. It was made up for an alibi. I could see that. I mean, it's possible for sure, but these are like 16-year-old kids. I don't know if they even know what an alibi is, or if they even need one. I mean, listen, kids could be smart. Don't get me wrong. At 16, I couldn't pull that one off. No way. And at 16, I hadn't been arrested yet, but I've had friends that had been arrested and knew the system, but nobody that I was involved with, even when I did get arrested, and I had other friends that had been through the system at that young, no one I was hanging around with could coordinate that at that age. But it's possible. I don't know. What I just don't want to happen is the lady had to go through it more, man. Look, her daughter's gone. It's all over the media. YouTube has kind of been a spectacle, to say the least. And look, man. Look, you guys already know these true crime channels. They don't like white boy because I keep it real. And keeping it real, I'm not gonna lie to you. You guys know they plan shit behind the scenes. You guys know they'll create a narrative. Don't let them give them more pain. For what? Some donations. Oh man, and I'm not, and I don't know, man. And I'm not saying that's what's happening. I don't know. This is dumb. I don't know. Just don't let it happen. How do you do that though? How do you do that? That's why I agree with the AWP thing. Maybe if they really came out with a banger. Anybody see that video they didn't charge for it? What up, Pete? German, I was asking you. Okay. You say you lost your it was your daughter from cancer. Okay. So what I said is I understand the pain that you're going through. And it's the same pain that Kiely's mom's going through. When I'm looking at what's happening with the case on YouTube, it makes me think about her. And I just compared the cases. It's probably just my ADD. Something put me compared her mom to Candace. Candace, Summerwell's mom. And I don't even know if you know she has a channel, right, on YouTube. Have you seen her on YouTube? Do you know that? So you could see her, and she's talking and stuff. Very like the nicest way I could put this is she's in good spirits a lot on YouTube. That's the nicest way I could put it. Do you see yourself doing something like that? Within a year? Within a year. Actually, yeah, within a year. You could? Oh, okay. No, you should get okay. Well, I guess that answers the question. Candace Wells makes me sick. So you couldn't. Oh, you answered the first question. Did you know she's YouTube? You said yes. This is the second part. She makes you sick. Do you agree with what I'm saying though? And I don't want to throw shit on that lady. Apologize to her because I made videos about her. Because I went with my gut instinct, and it's exactly what we're talking about. And then when I did that, I went with my gut instinct because I don't know what you went through, but I lived through it. And what that wasn't what I was seeing on YouTube. So off the rip, I'm like, nah, shenanigans with this lady. And I kind of went hard on her, very hard. I wrote her boyfriend a letter in jail, but I talked to him on the phone once. Long story. I didn't see what I lived through, and I voiced it. But then I saw a lot of other people a few months later down the line, the narrative friggin' flipped, and they all attacked her. And then I'm like, man, but what if? I don't want to be that person. I apologize to her. But you always go with your gut. You always go with your gut. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I hear you, T. Right? I hear you. Penelope's in the house. Kiely with two men. Let me see this one. Hold on, what's this one say? There was a lady that called in. She said she saw Kiely with two men and a lady in a red car. She said Kiely was in the back seat with two men and a lady was driving. She saw them in Pompano Beach. Wait a minute. Pompano Beach. Wait a minute. There was a lady who called in. She said she saw Kiely with two men and a lady in a red car. So 1, 2, 3, 4 seats. Two in the back, two in the front. She said Kiely was in the back seat with the two men. Okay. 3 in the back, 1 in the front. And a lady was driving. In Florida, Pompano Beach is in Florida, though. Yeah, damaged goods makes it go one. We were talking about that. You know how hard it would be to kick the damn window out or open that door. I'm sorry, you'd have to kick the window out. It's a tough way. It's a tough way to go. Any way you look at it. Just imagine, like, this is what I told Noelle before. Imagine, it don't matter what happened previous to the car coming off the road. The car's coming. Something happens. Whatever happened, it's going. Now it's in the water. Tires hit the water. You're freaking out. You've already freaked out before the car was in the air. You were freaking out when you said, "Stop the road, the road, the road!" You were freaking out. Your heart's beating, and you're freaking out. Or that's just normal circumstance, accident, or something crazy happened in the car. Like, because people are saying, is it accident or is it this murder, whatever? I don't know. I think accident, but now something else happened in the car, and now what's going on? So you just seen something traumatic as crazy happen, and now you're in the air, tires hitting the water, your heart is beating fast, you are freaking out, you're panicking. It's flight or fight, and now you're in water. That changes everything. How do you? Fight or flight is on land. Where's the rules for the water? You're sinking now. You're sinking. By the time you talk to yourself in the air, you're like, oh my God, we're about to be in water. The car's in water right now. It's sinking. Do something. By the time you say do something, you can't open that door because the door is halfway under the water now. You're trying to open it. By the first mess up, by the first I can't do it, it's sunk. It's past the window. It's 10 times harder now. You can't open it. There's a lot of energy right here. You're freaking out too. You're freaking out. It's a lot of energy right now. You're freaking out. You're freaking out. You're freaking out. Your oxygen. You're gonna drown. You just saw this. Oh my God. Oh my God. You'll have one shot to lean back. Lean back in the seat. And donkey kick the window out. Boosh! Boosh! Boosh!
Carefully, I'll hurt my knee.
Can you do it? Can you do it? Tough. Yo, Sluggish Sleuth, what's happening? How are you? How are you? Appreciate you stopping in. And thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Another case he is going. Really? I didn't know that. What's this? Oh, you're talking about Summer Wells or another one? Yeah, everyone does say that, T-Rick. Everybody does say that. Ronnie Lawson must be dirt, huh? Is it really that bad? I thought that was just the summer thing, but he's shenanigans for real, huh? You know what, man? He is shenanigans. You know what I never said on this channel before? Do you remember when we were supposed to go to Tennessee for the Summer Wells thing? You know who told me Ronnie Lawson was shenanigans, and I know he's right. Look, if you remember the time when the whole Betty thing came, and he's threatening Molly and Betty and JLR. I don't even know who what Benny Keys is, and that whole time period, that time frame right there. I called because I could not go with them. So I was calling and I was saying, hey, look, just make it look like I'm with you guys. If he thinks that I'm with you, nothing's going to happen. I said, how about we do it like this? Let's meet up real fast and pre-record some videos together. I'll stay back. You guys go. And when you get up there, just release the videos. He'll think I'm with you. It was a good plan. I ran it by Molly. She liked it. She liked it. No, I'm sorry. She was sketchy. She was like, she wasn't secure. She wasn't secure because she was used to us at the Petito case. If someone would run up on her, I'd run them away, or Noelle would, either or. Noelle would hold her hand down the street. You guys know the story. I'm not going to burn up and repeat myself. So she was very like sketchy with that idea. I get Jonathan on the phone, JLR. He's the first one to tell me Lawson, because I didn't know who that guy was. And I run the plan by him. He's like, that's a very good idea. And then we talked some more, and he was filling me in. He's like, you need to call Lawson, blah, 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 blah. I can repeat everything. But I was like, who is Lawson? He's like, it's the sheriff in Tennessee. I remember writing the guy's name down, Ronnie Lawson. And he gave me a phone number. And he was telling me then about Ronnie Lawson. I can't believe I never said that until right now. But yeah, that happened. Yeah, man. He's been on Ronnie Lawson for a long time. I haven't seen his channel in a long time since I fell out with him, but I know he looks into stuff and does research. I can promise you that, despite what you feel about him. Oh, the Alex Murray, yeah. It's cool, Pete. I'm about to jump off in it too. I just wanted to come say, look, prayers out to her mom. Grief is tough. I don't know what's going to happen with this case. It's very strange. It's one of those cases that got big fast, and it's still big, and now people are saying, I'm not saying it couldn't be a murder. I don't know, man. I don't know. I know as much as you. I personally, I think it was an accident. I just don't think them young kids like that can orchestrate such a calculated murder. It's possible, though. It's very possible. I don't know, though. I don't know. All I'm saying is, my point on this is this. That stuff is, you guys have people in the chat who've lost kids. It's not easy. I cried on this one. First time ever crying on YouTube. It's that's some real pain. And anybody watching this replay, man, if you've lost a kid, man, God has tested you in the most powerful way. I don't even know what to tell you. You have my prayers. You went through some stuff, man. I seen it. I lived through that. But even if you could understand that point, and if you did, man, could you imagine having the media blow it up? And then you have other people. Oh man, that's a whole different thing. Like that's added. Like how much can you take? Like how much can you take? Yeah, it is. It is. My uncle was a sheriff, almost 30 years. He was always trying to go out of his way to help. Your uncle's a good man. Good man. I never knew that, Amanda. As long as we've been talking, as long as we've been cool, I never knew that. Shout out to your uncle and shout out to Amanda. Thank you, Ann, for sending me this one. This one's dedicated to Anne Marie. She's a conspiracy theorist. I'm just joking. She's awesome. We're all conspiracy theorists. Very tough, T-Ray. German lady. I hope you have a good night. I don't know your name too well in the comments.
It's German Shepherd.
German Shepherds. I hope I see you again. But you said, the best thing before. Better place. I feel with everything in me, it was foul play. You do, Long Gone? Might be your, it might be your instincts kicking in. I believe for you two, I believe with the pain that you went through in life, I don't know if God's testing you. I don't know what it is, but I do know this. I believe you both are blessed with an infinite wisdom. I think that's it's just something that I can say. I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense. But I think you get some wisdom after that. I bet you guys are all into Cardinals. I bet you both visit the ocean a lot. And I bet you both have felt the ones you lost before. And they weren't even here on Earth. Nobody else knows that what we're talking about. But I know that's happened to you. All right, man. Prayers to her mom. Prayers to everyone who's lost somebody. Much love and respect, y'all. I'm gonna jump off. I got this damn hemorrhoid. Later, y'all.